All right, good morning. I wanted to start the day off by sharing one of my tips for when it comes to fitness stuff. Just a quick side note here. Um, One thing that I've started to do lately is this might require you to have a pull-up bar, which is what I have right here, but you can do this with push-ups, you can do it with sit-ups, you can do it with squats or whatever. But basically, the good thing here when I'm doing these videos is that the record time, the max limit for this camera is 30 minutes, which means that every 30 minutes I have to restart the camera. And I use that as a trigger for myself to go and do like 10 pull-ups. So every 30 minutes throughout filming this, I'll be doing 10 pull-ups. And by the end of like 3 hours, that's 60 pull-ups done because it's 10 pull-ups every 30 minutes for 3 hours about. And I will also continue that later throughout the day as well. So usually in a day I might get in like 100 pull-ups. But the thing that I like about it is not necessarily the volume, because you might be able to do that within like one 30-minute, 20-minute session of working out. What I like about it is that I can get 10, or rather like I can do 10 fresh pull-ups several times throughout the day, if that makes sense. So the intensity and the um, capacity for me to do them well will not really diminish throughout the day because I'll get so much rest between the sets, which I think is good if you're trying to build strength, which I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get to do a like strict muscle up on the bar. And I also have another tip there, which is basically trying to either you can do like negatives if you have something that you can keep low. But what I can do is I can get pretty high on the pull-up bar. So what I try to do, since I'm going to be fresh every time I do these pull-ups, I can do the pull-ups as high as I can and then try to hold it, which I can't do yet. But I know I can get quite high there, and then just practice like getting higher and higher and higher until I can get over the bar. But that also requires that you're really fresh when you do the reps. Because if I was doing like 3 sets of 10 within like a 5 minute window, then by the end I would have like lots of muscle fatigue, which would make it so that I couldn't pull as high anymore, and I might only get to like here. And there might be benefits to that, but I think for the goal that I have, this method is pretty good. Plus, you can work out in regular clothes without even getting sweaty while still actually burning a lot more calories throughout the day. And yeah, there's lots of benefits. So I'm going to go do some pull ups now. All right. I don't know if you saw anything there, but that's what I try to do. And now we can get back into programming for the app. Okay, I need to catch my breath a little bit, but what we were doing last time is we got the server side to work. So now on the server end or on the back end, we can have two users that sign up for the app, and then they're set to be online and available at the same time. And if they join the matchmaking thing, they will get connected. And that seemed like it works, but now we need to test it on two actual devices to see if it works on the client side. But since we know that it works on the backend side or the server side, it means that hopefully we only need to configure the front end or the client side to make the calls correct or stuff like that. I think, but I'm not really sure, because I think there might also be, what I've been dealing with a little bit lately is the fact that if this user logs onto the app like a few seconds before this user, then they end up in two separate queues on the back end, and they never really see each other. So the algorithm that's trying to match them doesn't see that they're both online and available, so they never get sorted into a call together, which I don't know if we've solved. It seems like we've solved it, but we've also made it so that they both sign up almost at the exact same time, or they log in at the exact same time, which means that there could be issues there. So I'm not confident that we're gonna be able to get a phone call through just now by like running the app as it is, but we're gonna try it and see how it goes. It's really hard to talk whilst also being a little bit winded. Oh, okay, that's actually quite interesting. So we do have a call here for these two users that just logged in. So current call, this is the call. The only thing is that the front end doesn't seem to respond to it. The front end doesn't seem to get the unhandled action null. Okay, so I think the issue now might only be that we don't handle or don't receive the right information to the front end, maybe. Because on the back end side here, everything works. It says that false where they're no longer available for a call, which is the correct. That's what it should say. And we also get added into this call here. We do get the matching lock. Not sure if we need a matching lock, but we get it at least. And what I thought now was that, because as you see, these are the two test users that we were doing last time, which we only used the back end, and we basically hard-coded if they're available, if they're online, all that stuff. But we didn't set the matching lock, and I thought that the matching lock here was going to fuck up something so that this wouldn't work. But this has been set, and this has been set. And we do have the call. If we look here, we have the call here. So it seems like it works. Let's. All right, so we need to figure out now, why did it not, why didn't it work on the front end? All right, I think it works. We did, like, as you can see, we have the screen here. We did get man, and on the phone we do get woman. I don't know if you can tell, if you can see anything here, but it says woman. So we are actually in a call right now. The only thing that we need to fix is that the profile picture doesn't load the way that it should, which I don't know why we don't do that, but we'll see. Call ID, other user, man. Okay, we want to get the profile picture in the message as well. So actually, let's git commit all this stuff so that we don't lose anything. Okay, let's figure it out. All right, I've spent like, I don't know how long, but a long time, way longer than it's supposed to take, trying to fix a problem because I accidentally pasted a different page of code into the main.dart file. So I just removed the main.dart file and then I ran the app and all of a sudden it doesn't work. And I'm like, why doesn't that work? I asked ChatGPT, didn't really use my own brain, and asked ChatGPT and Grok, and they told me that it that there was some error with the pod file, and like I did all kinds of things, upgraded Flutter and updated everything, did all kinds of things, changed the pod file, did lots of different changes. Been spending probably an hour, maybe 2 hours trying to solve this. And then I realized that, well, obviously it doesn't work because I'm using the code in the main.dart file, which it's not good. So now we're back and we can try this again. So we're going to see what happens if we try to run it. Okay, they did get sorted into a call now, but the UI doesn't update. So what we'll do, we'll select all this. All right, so it is way past the time that I should have stopped today. I think, I don't know how many hours I've been going now, but we do connect the two users and we get the name and all that stuff, but we just don't get the profile picture. So for some reason, just getting that seems to be an issue, and I've been trying to deal with it the entire time today. It's basically been the only thing that I've been trying to fix. But we can't seem to load the pictures. Even though we get the URL correctly, it seems like we have some sort of access issue. We can't access that picture for the user, maybe because it's tied to, so if I am trying to load another user's profile picture, I don't have permission to load that. So I think that's what the issue is. But I know that I've also, in the past here, when I've been trying to build this app out, there was a one stage where we did get the profile picture to show up on both devices, or at least on one of the devices. So one device got the profile picture of another user, which means that I think it should work. I think we're just kind of, there's some issue. I don't know what it is, but there's some issue going on. So I'm gonna have to stop now, even though I don't want to. All I want to do is keep going, but I feel like, I don't know, I've been going since 8 and it's 1 p.m. right now. So the 3 hours per day thing is already gone kind of out the window, and that's why I think I should stop. So I'm going to stop and come back tomorrow, and hopefully we can solve it tomorrow or on Wednesday for you guys. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope this was inspiring or something. And I'll see you in the next one.